Sorry about that, guys, about the noise there. Welcome to another track from scratch live stream with David Trigg. Let's see if we can get that noise out of here. Sorry about that. Okay, just got a new amp, and so it's making a little noise. So let me know in the comments below if everything is clean. So I'm making a brand new track from scratch here in Ableton Live. I call this one a moody, rainy day type of beat, and we're gonna go through just all the basics. So let's get into it. So here's the sample that I chose for today. Again, let me know if everything is sounding great. And here's a sample. Awesome. So I think it's in the key of D minor. Yes, D minor. It's like a D minor 2. Or let's see, 5. It's like a 6, D minor 6. Or like a 7th. Major 7, D minor, but it's D minor. So we're going to pitch it down a little bit to avoid any copyright in YouTube. This is a royalty-free sample, so always use samples if you're going to use a sample that are royalty-free so that you don't have any copyright issues. So this is a royalty-free sample that I get from loopmasters.com. They're all free and they're all royalty-free. So I'm going to pitch it up. Let's see. This is in, I said it's in D minor. Okay, so let's see if it's now in E minor. Or this would be, yeah, let's see. Yeah, it's in E minor. Okay, 85 beats per minute, and this will be in E minor. Okay, so let's save it. We're gonna call this. We're gonna call this Simple Minds. No, it's a band, right? Simple Mindset. There we go. In the key of E minor. E minor. E minor. Okay. And let's make a folder, call that, before we forget, Simple Minds, Simple Mindset, not Simple Minds, Simple Minds, Simple Mindset, and let's drag this folder out to Dropbox so that it's right there, Simple Minds, and I think that'll be Simple Mindset in E minor, and we're gonna just do right there. Once again, let me just play this again. Key of the sample. So again, this is an E minor. So this is an open A. So this is not crucial, but it's nice if you can find a hat in E. Let's see if we can find that just doing it like that. Okay, so let's see. Hi-hat. Let's see if we can find something that says E. Okay, there it is. E minor. Open. We don't want to open. You know, let's grab that open one just in case. We'll use it here in a second. Okay, so let's not worry too much about that at this point, meaning have it be an E. Let's just get a nice hat that we like. Kind of like this one. Just it's quiet and not too aggressive. Let's see, this first one is what I meant, or the second one. Okay. Oh, okay, that's right. Ah, yeah, nice. Let's for right now, let's get rid of that other one. Okay, so that's really nice. Let's see here. Yeah, I like that already. Very, very subtle. So let's see here. I don't know if that's right on the spot. I don't think so, no. So let's fix that. You want it to be right on, of course, as far as eighths. Okay, here we go. Is that too fast? I don't know, maybe. Let's see. That's too fast. Let's do it every other. I think that's too fast for this particular, more mellow tune. Try it again. And then a double. Let's try that. Yeah. Let's do that. I like that already. We might bring this up. Okay, here we go. Even though it's kind of loud, a little obnoxious. Let's see. Let's do a fade. Let's add a little fade here at the end to make it a little more subtle. Even let's kind of make it shorter, and then yeah. Let's see. I think that'll work. Yeah. Okay. So let's see here. We'll do that. Keep it simple. We'll add it there again. We're in 30 seconds, that's fine. Let's see what that sounds like. Let's pitch it down. I'm really enjoying pitching down these hats, at least 5 semitones, and then this one 6 and so forth, 5, 6, 7, 8 kind of thing, just so it has a cascading down effect. 5, 6, 7, 8, 5, 6, 7. Okay, let's see what that sounds like. Hear that? Ah, it's so nice. 5. We want 5. So this one, I think, this one was 8. Let's do this one 9. Full octave, and then 10. Actually, I think 12 is a whole octave. Here, 12. This is 10, right? Is that what it was? 11. All right, let's try it again. I don't necessarily need all these here. I only need just this, really. I don't need all of that other stuff. Just going to add too much noise. Let's see. Let's make it so repetitive. Let's add a little bit more change. Change is good. Double effect there. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, let's double that up. Okay, let's now let's add a kick. I feel like the snare, actually. I want a big, fat snare. That's what I want. Being that everything else is so subtle. Let's have a big snare. Yeah. Yeah, I think this is the one. I think we're going to add both of them. Yeah, hear that? Ah, it's so nice. So obviously want that on 2. Yeah. When you add 2 snares, you want to add snares that are complementary in pitch. So you want something low, middle, high if you're going to add more than one. Otherwise, you just obviously choose one. And then you want to make sure the transients are not conflicting with each other. So here you have, see, this is nice because this hits on 1 and this one hits almost like, you know, the tail here or this transient is a little bit delayed. So, and that's why you have that clap snare sound on this hybrid snare. That's why it's called hybrid. Yeah. I really love it. Now we're gonna just solo these here, so we can play with the sound. See if you. What does this one like? Yeah, that's nice. I like them both. Yeah, both are solid. All right, let's try it. Okay, let's try it. Yeah, woo, I already feel it, huh? You feel it? Let's keep going here. Let's do 2/4 just to keep it simple. We might build with maybe just a 2 at the beginning once we arrange. As Paul Ryan says, let's arrange. If you don't know what Pat Ryan is, you need to look him up. He's amazing. Taught me so much. All right. So I think we might, once we arrange, we'll do like a 2. Let's loop this. Control L. I'm on a Mac. we just don't have any problemos. To the master limiter, it limits all of your peaks and step at a time. So this is the sample that we started with. Then I added the hats. So then I did this here. No, I started with these eighth hats. And then I added the little crickets, as I call them, from Jurassic Park. Yeah. Okay, and then I added the, I think these are the snare / claps. It's a hybrid. If you like that. It's got the clap and then the kind of the tambourine at the end. It's more of a percussion. And then I added the traditional, yeah. And then I had an open hi-hat here, the green one, with a reverb and a long tail. And I'm going to get rid of that fade. Let's see. Yeah, get rid of that fade. It kind of naturally fades. So, and here's what it sounds like so far. All right, nice. Okay, kick. This is an E minor, by the way, so if at all possible you want to pick a kick in the same key, so how it says here F sharp. I don't know if you can see it there on your screen, but F sharp, D. Ooh, that sounds nice. It's like a little open hi-hat at the end there. Let's do that one. I'm going with these kind of wet waves, meaning for kick and so forth, because the sample and the whole song is pretty mellow. So I'm trying to add a little contrast with the percussion to have it be a little bright compared to the more mellow sample. That's so good. Ooh, I can tell already. You can tell? That's so good. Just adding here the basics of the first two bars. Right there. I make noises with my mouth. Yeah, that's dumb. Do I mean that? I don't mean that. I want that. I like that. Yeah, I definitely like that. Syncopated kicks. Yeah. My goodness. This is going to be beautiful. It's going to make me cry. It's going to make us all cry. I tell you, it's a rainy day type of beat, so be ready for some mood and some. This is not lo-fi, although. Okay, now we're going to actually, before we get too far into it, remember this is in F, right? And this song is in E, so let's bring it down a bit. Just half a semitone. Semitone. So if F to E, that's -1 semitone. And now let's just do that on all of these, being that we're not too far into this particular instrument. -1. All right, -1. All right, try it again. Okay, so now we're going to just copy. Oh man, this is beautiful. This is not right. Okay. I'm missing something. Let's see here. I just gotta copy this here. And now we got it. All right. And to add a little of there's some more stuff I can do there just to I think maybe I'll get rid of maybe some of these hi-hats up there, see what that sounds like. Sorry. I don't think I meant to take that one out. Maybe get rid of these. Let's see here. You put 0 on a man. So I think maybe it's maybe if it's the kick, I mean the snare. Let's see if it's the snare that we want actually. Percussion. I think this needs more percussion sounds. I'm thinking like some sort of like that, like almost like noises and not quite bells and whistles, but something along those lines. Let's see here. I don't want it on the snare. I want it before the snare. It's like a clock. Oh my goodness, I already love it. It's amazing when you just find something that just hits the spot. Yep. Let's keep that. That's just solid. Maybe a little verb in there. I don't know. Let's see. Pitch it up. Let's see. What is this? Does it say what key? But let's pitch it up. Let's just see what that sounds like. Listen to this. Let's see what happens if we pitch it even more. I liked it actually where it was at -3 semitones. Yep, that's what it was. So -3. -3. You can just type -3 here if that's easier. -3, and then here -3. -3. Okay, one more time. Let's try it. Let's add another one. Yeah, like that nail. Again, it's kind of like a metallic sound or percussion group. I think is where I want it. Yeah, it's almost like it's like a Passion of the Christ kind of yeah, it sounds so good. I almost want to go decay time. Yep. Let's see. something string. We're in E minor again. Let's try that, right? It's not too much. It might be a little much, but let's try it. Let's see here. My microphone and my keyboard are in the way. Let's see. Let's try it. That's it for now. Let's just do that. Ba-da-da-da-da. Maybe bring it up an octave. Maybe, huh? Let's try that. Okay, let's put that in. It's a little much. Let's bring it down. I think it's too loud, but let's try it here. Hold on. Let me bring down that beeping metronome. It's so annoying. I like it, but it's so loud. Something more cinematic than that. Centipede? Okay, and what I often like to do is to basically use the same melody and then use it on omnisphere. Let's see, what do we have in omnisphere? Like a bell effect. Let's bring it up here if we're going to use that sound, which I had it preloaded. Now this, as you can tell, is too quiet, so let's bring this up. I want to make sure I'm playing this. I'm losing this here, the ba-da-da. Yeah, because they're so into each other, you can't really hear the separation. Ba-da-da-da. part of the problem was that it's hard to hear it. It's not bad. Okay, let's maybe put it back together. That's too much now. Let's bring this down again. Let's bring it up another octave, please. In the spirit of this note, I think that's the bad note. It's not bad, but it's yeah, that's it. Maybe even here might be the culprit. Let's see. Yeah, okay, now here. You only hear is da da, so let's get rid of that C. And that's too fast. This is not a quantized, that's why. Ba ba. One more time, here we go. That's too soon. That's better. Somehow that last B here is fast. Yeah. Let's try the metronome again. Now it's too soon. Interesting. Even that's again too soon. In the middle. Back to 4, 3. Okay, that's the way it should be. So let's keep that. Let's change this bell sound to something else. Maybe this glass. Yeah, that's better, huh? And let's get rid of that passing note there. Just simple. Again, on 1. Okay, that sounds better. See, you hear the frequencies? That's the problem. They are conflicting. Really cute. Okay, that's it. Remember I was telling you about kicks for snares? You want to have the 3 frequencies. If you're going to stack anything, which is what we're doing here, stacking 3 basically melodies, you want to have something in the bottom, middle, and top. And so the guitar usually is in the middle/high. Obviously, the strings is going to be in the bottom, and then this omnisphere or the flute or bell is going to be in the middle. So we'll actually even do it that way. Okay, so this is going to be the top here, which is the bottom. Then the actual sample is in the middle, and then the omnisphere is going to be in the top. So let's hear that. See, okay, now let's try it. EQ this, okay, so we can really get into it. Let's EQ this. This is going to be clean up everything. There we go, see? Because the guitar sample already has that nice high at the end of the arpeggio. Da 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 da. It goes up. I wonder if I'm gonna bring this up another, like let's say all the way to a full octave. And I wonder if I can then bring this up another octave and then really. This is what's called sound design. You always want to separate those frequencies from bunching up in the middle or at the low end or at the end, at high end. You want to spread the love so that you have room for a rapper or for the bass, you know, for the kick to really punch through. But if you have all of your melodies and samples and all these things in the middle or too much in the low end, then there's no room for the bass, or there's no room for the rapper, for the voice, the vocals, or for a lead line. Normally our voices are more in the middle / mid-high, obviously bass in the low end. And so with your melodies, you want to make room for the low and the mids and try to stay at the high end as much as possible without losing the warmth of, in this case, that sample. If I have, yes, I do have an organ sound. Let's see, I think Contact has a nice organ. Let's see here, I'm going to get rid of this here. I don't think I'm going to be using Lounge Lizard, which is my favorite sound in the world. FYI, it's the Fender Rhodes sound. Now I think I have, I hope it loads. I have in my libraries, yeah, nice, my organ. So let's see here. Yes, okay, it might take a little bit to load because it's in my external drive. But I think the organ, kind of a gritty sound, is gonna, let's see here. Yeah. And then you can, at the Leslie here, let's see. Yeah, that's nice. That's what we want. We're gonna put all the percussion stuff on. Normal, fast, definitely fast. Thirds, yeah, thirds. And swell, okay. That's nice, that's nice. Okay, here we go. I love Ableton because it just records what I just did. Again, you want to keep the highs of the Hammond organ. That's it. Okay, we're going to compress this and do all that fun stuff here in a second. All right, now let's add the bass. We haven't even added the bass yet. I think then we're pretty much there. E minor, so let's look for E. There we go, I like that. Okay, so the way we add 808s is we add a MIDI track, and then we double click, and it becomes a simpler. So let's see here. You want to make sure it's in the right key. You know, the best way that I can do this is you add tuner. Sorry about that. And then you bring, and then, see, so that's G, and even though I'm playing an E, so that means you have to bring it down. That's what I don't always get about this. I'm going to bring it up one, E flat, and then you want to detune. Part of it is a detuning, because these samples, they move a lot. It's not quite E. I bring this up to that, to an E flat. Let's bring this down. Actually, let's bring it up then to what would be, there it is. All right, let's try that. Even though that's a D, it sounds like a D, but let's just try it. Let's see here. Simple. Let's add some distortion to that, or saturation to that 808 to make it pop a little bit. Let's see here. Even though it sounds like an E or D. All right, it's just because, let's see the actual curve. See the curve. Kind of does this thing. Let's see, one shot. Simple. Let's do that. Okay, let's try it. Now we're going to add some verb to the organ. Let's see. let's rename these. So this is going to be, what was this? This is more of strings or synth. Let's call it synth. This is the sample, or let's call this the melody. Be more accurate. Sorry, I keep hitting that microphone. Melody, just a nice guitar sample. This is our organ, organ. This is the hi-hat. This is the open hi-hat though. Yeah, open hat. Open hat. This is the straight up hat. Number 5, hat. We have a kick here yet, it's at the bottom. Okay, this is hat 2, basically. 6, kind of the accent, but we'll just call it hat 2. This is a snare, which is kind of more of a hybrid clap thing. Oops, that's not what I meant. R. So this is a 7, this is the snare. Yeah. This is, actually, no, that was supposed to be 7. 7, snare, 7, snare. This is going to be our other snare, 8, snare, 2. This is, what is this? A kick, yeah, okay, finally, I love kicks. Kick, and then this is what? Like our percussive sound. So we'll call it perk. We'll call this perk 2. And that's, of course, our 808 or our bass, which is the best. We'll call this bass. Okay, let's try it. If it's messy, it's messy. You don't want mess. I mean, it's nice, but it's messy with everything else. Yeah, there you go. That's easier. That's way cleaner. Notice that? Much cleaner. Yeah, that's it. This guy, I don't think we've done that in the 808, so we have to get rid of all the excess stuff. In the 808, you just want those bottoms. Everything else you want to just basically clean up as much as possible. Yeah, you don't want to overdo. See how these peaks, you don't want to overdo that because then it'll just be way too much. Okay, and then we still have to compress. Okay, now let's compress and sidechain. This is my favorite part. Okay, and then we'll arrange. Okay, yes, compress, and we're gonna sidechain everything to the kick as we normally do. I was watching a bunch of stuff by another amazing friend of mine, virtual friend, Sadowig Productions, on compressors and this ratio attack and release, and I'm going to be learning more about what that means. But for now, I'm going to just do what I've known so far, which is to kind of keep that high and these two low. And as I said, I'll learn more as I go on all the ins and outs of that to make it sound even more amazing. Right now I'm just using my ears, which is obviously always the best. Okay, we'll keep that. The idea with the compressor, FYI, is to keep, it's two things. It's to keep the melody nice and even, and then it's to duck the actual sound when the kick hits. So those are the two reasons why we do sidechain / compression. Let's do this one here again. Oh, so nice. So good. I love the compression. I love compression. I want to marry you, compression. Or again, it's just because it cleans up everything. It's like magic. Listen to that. Oh, so good. Snares and kicks, you don't want to do anything except just compress them. That's it. You don't want to overdo it. That's what I was learning from one of these amazing guys, Sadowick, is that you don't want to overdo the attack and release. I think mostly the attack, because you don't want to miss that kick or that boom. And that's, I think, what attack means, is if you bring it up too much, or if you bring up the ratio too high, then it eliminates that kick or that punch, you know, that you want with your music. So let's see here, the bass. What was it? That's something that's off tempo. Yeah, this one here. Yeah, this is clumsy. It's because when you quantizes it to, I think, 8th or 16th or something. All these text. One time. Yeah, this guy's too early. Same thing. Let's just copy this. Let's just copy these here and see if we can do it that way. It's on the and of 3, right? So let's get rid of these guys, and I think it's right there, right where we put it. Let's see. There we go. Okay. So now back to our compression. See? I don't like the extra stuff that's got. Suddenly I don't like all that. Let's EQ that. Now we're going to EQ this. Now watch this. This is awesome. The compressor at the end. Hear that extra chatter? Gone. See? Hear that? It sounded okay. Yeah. Prior, but not with everything else. So we got. I have a nicer EQ. Let's just do it for fun. Okay, watch this. Okay, so now the bomb is back, watch. Right? The problem, quote unquote, is that it's got a percussion, kind of a snare at the end. But we don't want that because it doesn't fit anymore. So now I'm going to bring in my favorite EQ ever, which I don't use that much because it's overkill, which is the Pro Q2. Listen to this guy. Oh my goodness, this thing is beautiful. What happened? Okay, there it is. So watch this, see? So there it is. You see that? Now if you do this, look at that. It just literally freezes. Look at that. Isn't that crazy? Look at that. Oh my goodness. It tells you where the peak is. See? So all you got to do is bring this down. Now I don't know how to do it just in that particular place. There's a way to just like bring it down just there. I don't know exactly how. I'm bringing down the whole section, which is not what I want. There's a way to do it, which is just like a nice little dip, but I don't really know. But see, there it is. Basically, it's gone. It's a little hot too. Let's bring it down. This is amazing. There it is. Okay, see, isn't that awesome? Now let's try both. Okay, so this is that EQ, right? Now let's try the stock EQ. Ooh, which one do you like better? This is the actual sample. This is stock. This is the fancy EQ. I don't know. I kind of like this one. Let's keep the Pro EQ. I think this is still too low. Let's arrange. Now, let's see here. We're gonna just, this is off, so we actually want, let's see, maybe just one bar. And so, let's arrange. So let's start with the loop here. Like to do a little bit of a pre-hi-hat just to kind of lead into the drop. So I think actually this is let's do 8s instead. It'll be a little bit more real. Sorry, I keep hitting that. Okay. Duplicate that. Okay, you know how we said, let's see. I almost want eighths for the hi-hat once it drops. I think those hi-hats are boring. That's what yeah, it's just like it's too boring. Yeah, that's what we need. Yeah, it's just, we need more pace. I'm falling asleep in this song. It's supposed to be quiet, but I think it might be too quiet. Okay, let's see here. Let's see. Because they're all so boring, meaning the same sound, that I'm not feeling that. So the way we fix that is we again transpose, or I think it's just a volume thing. And so if we do every other and bring down the volume every other, like that, let's eliminate these guys. So that's at 0 dB, right? Is that what that was at? And this is at minus. So that's at 0, and this is at 78. Okay. This one is at 0, and then this one is at 78. Okay, what I'm trying to do here is to make our hats pop, just more exciting. Kind of getting bored with what we did there. So let's see if this helps. And let's get rid of these guys to make this pop even more. The crickets. Okay, we got to keep arranging. Alright, let's see here. Go back to the beginning. We'll add a crash here as we do. At the beginning of that drop. Crash into me. Sorry about this microphone, my goodness. It's the worst. I need one of those that just comes above me. Okay, crash. I like that one, yeah, subtle again. The song is just subtle. A little reverb, nothing too crazy. You know, the thing that I've learned, which is still a hard lesson, is to let the music do what it does. Even though I want to make this pop, it really is just kind of a laid-back song. And so you got to just stop fighting the song and just let the song be the song. Follow our own advice and just leave the song as is and just let it breathe. Just let it be. Instead of trying to make it into something that it's not. It wants to just relax. So let it be, the open hi-hat. Oh, there it is. Duh. Usually I'm used to putting it at the bottom. Just leave it there. I'm going to do it every other. It's too much. Nope. Just basically at the beginning of the bar. That's this was where? On the and of 8? Yeah, N8. So this would be N12, right? I think that's what I had here. It's supposed to be a crash, supposed to be an open hi-hat. Let's see. This one was... snare's missing there. Get rid of the organ there at some point here. Now let's do this here. Let's copy all this beautifulness. And let's again do that twice more. And let's do this and also do twice more and see where we're at now. Just keep arranging till we get something that's appealing to our ears. I think the strength of the song is this. When the organ is out. Let's keep going. Can't stop now. Bring this now to bars, or quarters at least, okay? And then we're going to bring this down over here. Copy it, that's what I meant to do. Oops, not the whole thing, just this right here. Okay, so that's I like the organ, but I don't like this line. I wonder if I even need this. You know, we always... No, I do like it. I think I'm going to just have it be one note. I like the synth. We're in E. We'll just bring this down. Just bring everything down. Maybe just keep the whole thing in E. Let's see. Maybe that's really what I'm hearing. Let's see if that's all I need. I kind of think that's all I really want. I don't want all that. I don't want all that noise. Too many melodies. Okay, not quite. I ain't got an idea. Yeah, just a little moving deal there. Syncopate it a little bit, right? Just a little bit. Like right there. You always have to listen, always, because you just can't just get stuck with your own bad ideas. You have to be willing to let go of your ideas. It could be bad. Or not bad, but you know what I mean. Percussion thing that we did, it's so nice. go ba-da-da-da, and then fade, which is the way we do that. That's a pretty tricky part, actually, that I also learned from Sadowik, is you just copy that. See, not quite, but close. Let's see here. You don't want, so almost, but I don't want to actually. So first I want to just stay here. I don't want to add that da-da-da-da. I just want to add the last little part. Just this, just the ring. Just this. And then duplicate that. Almost. Not quite. Maybe just this last section here. Twice. It's not what I wanted. I wanted to go, let's see, maybe just do this. Huh, it's still, maybe this fade is the problem. Trying to duplicate just the sound, just that held chord. But it's somehow doing it twice. I don't want that initial, I just want the last part of it. Okay, I'm not sure that's possible with this particular sample, but you know what I mean, right? Yeah, it's not quite. Maybe the bass being longer would help. Sometimes that helps. Having the bass note hang on and save us. Not quite as pretty as I would like it to be as far as this fade. You want this to resolve, right? You want this to be back to the one, bum 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 bum. Where exactly is it? This to be longer. That's part of the problem that we're facing here, is just making this end. That works there, although this is not working for me, but I think we're gonna have to leave it. Let's play from the beginning, okay? Let's see what we got here. Let's move this all the way to the end, to the beginning, I mean. Here we go, let's try it. If it lets me. There we go. another time through that because it needs it. I don't think that was right on because this is because now ABLETON, can you fix this? When I go to the left, I want it to follow me, and it's not. Unless I okay, there it is. Okay, sorry. It's still kind of clunky. All right. This fade anymore because it's not the ending anymore, compadre. We want you to be the ending. Not quite. So we want this to follow. Let's see here. We're just having to do this because we added some extra bars. Maybe I just want to do this. Wish I could just not let it go into the next section. Okay, it'll just have to be like that. You know what I can do, what is often done, is we add reverb to mask that ending problem, and we only add it at the end. So we do a little automation. We go here to the verb, and then we turn it on. Device on. We want it off most of the time. We want it to come on right there. There it is. Now we're going to add, we're going to make this, actually we wanted it, boom, to resolve it. Let's see here. Oh, it's ending in that 4 chord, kind of like in space, like jars of clay. Now, resolve it. To resolve it. It needs to cut off. Yep, that's it. One more time. Okay. It still has some things, but again, the perfectionist in us has to let it go. I like it. All right, there you have it, everybody. Simple Mindset, E minor, track from scratch. Make sure that you, let's see, I have a little thing here at the end. If you want to get this particular beat, so I'm going to actually give away what I'm doing on all these live track from scratch is giving away this beat for free. If you have Ableton, then you can actually take all these files and tweak them. If you do not, I'm going to actually put here on this link here that you see here, and then at the bottom at davidtrigg.com/beats, the WAV file, so that you can use this particular sample and add your own lyrics to it just for free. You can use it, no royalties, no copyright. You don't have to pay me a dime. If anything, I hope that you use it and you can run with it. Another thing, if you want to actually jump on this beat and you want to rap and you want to come here to my studio and work together on this particular song, then I would love to have you just email me, trig@davidtrigg.com. All this, it's going to be at the bottom of the video, wherever you're watching this, on YouTube primarily, and hopefully we can work together and do something great. Thanks so much. I'll see you next time.